Well, this morning we're learning more about a way to help manage your anxiety. It's all part of WBAL TV's Peace of Mind campaign, where we're focusing on mental health. And our guest is Dr. Neda Gould, Associate Professor at the Johns Hopkins Bayview Anxiety Disorders Clinic and Director of the Mindfulness Program. Thanks for joining us. Uh-oh, I can't hear you.
Got it. Thank you so much for having me.
You're very welcome. Well, we're glad to have you. And one of the things we want to talk about is how you can deal with the toll that the chronic stress has on your physical and mental well-being.
Sure. I think mindfulness meditation is one tool that I found very helpful. It's basically practicing bringing attention to the present moment. And one thing that really contributes to our stress is the thoughts that take us away from the present. And during periods of stress, such as the pandemic, we're often focused on the future, worrying or thinking about the past. And so mindfulness is a tool where you can practice grounding yourself back into the present.
So that can sort of sound a little woo-woo to some people. So what does that mean? How do you become more mindful?
Yes, yeah, it can, but really it's simple. I mean, the concept is simple. The practice isn't necessarily easy to do because we tend to not be in the present moment a lot of the time. But it's really noting when our mind is going down a path of worrying, noting when we are going for a walk and we're thinking about what we're going to plan for dinner, beginning to notice these moments when our thoughts aren't aligned with our behaviors or activities, and just coming back to our senses, noticing what we're hearing and seeing and smelling, and really trying to be present for those moments of life.
And so what are some tools to help us do that, to really stay in the moment?
Yeah, sure. So there are formal ways that you can sit and meditate. You can use apps, you can use guided meditations, but just some simple tools. I would recommend pausing, taking a few deep breaths a few times a day. We tend not to even do that. Notice, as I mentioned, your senses. What are you hearing, seeing? Our senses are always in the present so that they can ground us back into the present. And also, as I mentioned, begin to catch those moments when your thoughts are going down that rabbit hole, when you're worrying, and just come back to something that's right here, right now.
So describe the benefits of worrying, and then some of the ways that you're wasting your time by worrying, because there's certain situations you just can't do anything about.
Yes, that's so true. And so worrying does have a role in our lives, absolutely. It helps us plan, it helps us be prepared for danger, but sometimes it goes awry. And so we're spending a lot of time worrying, and there's nothing we can do about a situation, as you mentioned. And it's those moments where we want to begin to ask ourselves, is there something I can do? And if so, well, what are the steps I need to take? And if not, let me note that worrying and label it, and then come back to something in this moment.
And there is actual research that supports the benefits of practicing mindfulness on your mental and your physical health.
Absolutely. And I think that is for people who think, oh, what is this, the thing that I'm hearing so much about? There's so much science. There's decades of science that support its usefulness for reducing stress, for depression, for anxiety, and even for pain, and a lot of other areas. We're beginning to learn how beneficial this can be.
So for people who find it difficult to sort of stand still and sort of be in the moment, do you have any quick suggestions to get started? Like maybe if you can do it for 30 seconds or maybe a minute at a time, that sort of thing?
Absolutely. When I started with a minute a day, and I just kept building from there. And so take 30 seconds, take a minute, and just listen to what's, there's so much going on around us with all the cicadas here. You can just listen to the sounds, notice the sights, and absolutely begin with 1 minute a day. Maybe the next week go to a couple of minutes. And the other thing is, if you do have trouble sitting still, you can walk mindfully. Put your cell phone away and just go for a walk, and just notice your feet coming into contact with the ground. It's not easy. This is a muscle we have to build, so to speak. So don't get frustrated with yourself if all of a sudden you're not this, very aware and mindful person. It's a lifelong practice.
It takes time. Dr. Gould, thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate it. Great tips.
My pleasure.